Hey, this is Reverend Bill, and it's Friday. It's about 10 minutes of 10 in the evening. So you probably know I've got two channels. I do fix this collar here. There we go. I do kind of a channel with kind of entertainment, kind of TV reviews and movies, and sometimes I step into the religious, but lately, I've been putting more of the religious stuff on the Awakenings channel because I do have a lot to say, and I think I should have a channel devoted to Christ, and I do have an awful lot to say about him, and I think he does deserve his own channel, rightfully so. And sometimes there's kind of a mix, and I think this is one of those times. I reviewed a movie called Locke. Uh, which is a pretty good movie, I guess. Stars Tom Hardy, great actor, great actor who sometimes strays away from good scripts. Let's just say that. But for the most part, even in his bad movies, he performs very well. He just needs to concentrate on better scripts, I think. Um, but why I'm bringing this up is in this movie Locke, he plays Ivan Locke, who is a foreman, I guess, lack of a better description, supervisor, foreman of a some kind of major company. I think they build things, and he's a foreman of, for lack of a better word, I don't know. He's a higher up, and he oversees concrete pours, and he's very uh, big, uh, and they're on the eve of the a record concrete pour. I guess putting up some building or structure that's going to set a record for the private sector in Europe for the biggest concrete pour in their history. So it's quite the thing, and he's got a wonderful family. They've got a football game, or we'd call it soccer. I think it was a soccer game, but it's over in England, and his team, I guess, is playing. So the children are all excited, waiting for the father to come home. They got their jerseys on, and the wife actually cooked his favorite meal, and she put on a t-shirt, I guess, for his team that she doesn't like wearing, but she's going to make it special attempt because it's his night. And he gets up in his car and he just drives away, and he leaves messages with his underling that he's not to go home. He's got to stay there that night because the next morning he's going to have to do the concrete pour because he's not going to be around. Of course, the underling goes nuts because he's completely unqualified to do this, and this is a record concrete pour, and Tom Hardy's the man. He's got to be there, and Tom Hardy says, no, under no circumstances am I going to be there for this. And he also tells his family, who's completely confused because there's this huge, event. Everyone's ready for him, all the food's cooked, and he's just away and says, no, I'm going, and I'm not 100% sure when I'm going to be back, but I'll be back. And anyway, so what I'm getting at here is essentially, and I'm going to have to, talk about spoilers, although this is not a true movie review, although I have to tell spoilers in the movie review anyway, because it's just a car movie for 2 hours. He's talking on the phone, so you're going to have to find out what the spoilers are. There's no movie to report on. But you find out later that what happened is this is a man who's completely dedicated as a father and husband and to his work, a complete personality A, who a few months before went away on a business trip. And of course, this is all found out after the fact that he met a woman there who supposedly is, I don't know, shy, I don't know, unassuming, and somehow they ended up drinking together and having sex. I don't know how many times. And anyway, he got her pregnant. She called a little while ago and told him that she's in the hospital ready to have the baby. And he didn't tell anybody. Uh, And you see, here's the thing. He's got it into his mind because of, I guess, his father was a bad father, that he's got to make things right because his father, I guess, abused him. And it didn't really get into specifics, I don't believe. But because his father was a bad father, he's going to draw the line now and he's going to make things right because he's got it in his head that he's going to go and see this baby born and maybe who knows what else he's planning to do with this baby. But he has made it perfectly clear to the woman that's birthing the child, her name was Bethan, I think, in the movie, that he does not love her. When she says, will you love it and stay with me forever, he's basically said, woman, what, what why would you even think that? We're not there yet. I mean, no. And so he pretty much let it be known that no, he doesn't love her, and any future is ridiculous. And I don't remember whether he dismissed any future dealings with the baby. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't think so, but I don't. I think I'd remember it if he was going to make any outrageous claims to the baby or anything like that. I think I just remember him saying he wanted to be there to watch the baby born. But why I'm bringing this up is this. It's reflexive on life in the fact that he's going to die on the wrong hill. Now, I don't excuse any of the sins. I mean, I have never cheated on a woman, and I know that people have, and I'm not out to condemn anybody. I'm just telling you, I've been a sinner in my life, but that's one thing I haven't done. So I'm pretty unforgiving with that. But I do know people do, and I'm not here to throw stones. So accepting that people do, he's handling this the wrong way. I mean, for some reason, he's drawing the line, and it's probably because he's influenced by the behavior of his father, and he's letting that ruin a good thing. Right now, he's got a family that loves him. He's got a great job. A great job, by the way, which I don't think is highly marketable. Now, this job could get him fired. You'd have to watch the movie to find out whether it does or not, by the way. I'm not telling you that. But assuming that he could get fired for this, I don't see a lot of ads out there for people looking for cement pours. So I got to think it's not highly marketable. But he got there. He's worked for 9 years. He's worked his way up. He's extremely good at what he does. You can tell that the way he's talking to his underling, giving him instructions. I mean, he knows people. At one point, the guy says, I can't do it. This wasn't done properly. We're not going to get it done in time. And he just goes, hey, what time is it? Okay, there's guys down the street digging up the road. They'll be getting off in a few minutes. You run down there. You'll be able to do it. You throw my name around. You ask for a guy named Steve, I think it was. You say you're going to give him a couple of $100. You get those guys in a truck. You bring them back down. You have them work all night. They'll get it done for you. It'll be ready for the morning. Sure enough, the guy runs down the street. He gets them all done. So this guy's really good. I mean, he not only knows what needs to be done, he knows what needs to be done when things don't go well. And he's got the whole thing memorized in his head. He's really boom, 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 boom. So he's very good at his job. I don't think anyone can deny that. He's a good father. His children sound really very happy with him. He's got a great family, and he's going to throw all that away for a woman he doesn't love and for a child that he just wants to see born, as far as I can tell. Um, that's not a hill to die on. He's better off keeping his job, keeping his family close, explaining this to his wife person to person. He's calling her up on the phone and he's saying, oh, by the way, I'm not going to be home tonight. And don't bother keeping the food warm because I got a woman pregnant and she's having a baby tonight and I might lose my job tonight, but I'm going to go see her. Sorry about that. Better luck next time. I mean, how is she supposed to react? How is she supposed to react? And this is what I'm talking about. And this ties in, and this is kind of why I'm bringing this up, is people make irrational thoughts, and that's what leads us to distractions in life as well. People have got to weigh priorities. And if you don't, weigh things correctly, you're going to sin. I mean, it blows my mind that people like these witches I'm talking about. Jesus gives us a clear road to redemption, okay? A clear road to save ourselves. And yet people look and they must know that this is not our final destination. This is just a pit stop to our final destination. And yet people like these witches or Satanists, They're looking at something that does not make any sense if you look on things on the long term. And they choose them and they go down there. It makes no sense. And they die on these hills for reasons I don't understand. The same way that Locke had everything lined up. All he had to do was not screw up. And yet he screwed up. And yet he could still possibly recover if he just learned his priorities. Go to the people that love you and go to the people that will take care of you. Explain you made a mistake and you'd be okay. But instead, he steps on the gas and he drives away from forgiveness, away from love. Now, he's going to get this woman. She's not going to love him. She might resent him, actually, because let's say he loses his job and his family. Now he's unemployed. He's not marketable. He's no money. If he had money, he's got to pay it to his family back there. What use is he? He's probably just another mouth for this woman to feed. He's no good. At least if he stayed with his family, maybe he could, take care of the baby, send her some money. Now he's no good to anybody. It blows my mind. And this reminded me so much of our situation in this world. We just have to not sin, believe in Jesus, pray to Jesus, enjoy this beautiful world he's given us, and we'll be fine. Just don't do stupid things. Just realize that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. Thank him for all he's given us. Be grateful and just wait for for the coming of the Lord. And when we die, we will be risen up and we will be with him. It's not that hard, just like it wasn't that hard for Locke to just go home, spend the night with his children watching the game, and go for the poor. As far as that woman with the baby, she wasn't going to go anywhere. And she knew she was going for a rough ride. And what was she doing sleeping with a married man? I mean, yes, it's difficult to be in the labor room by yourself, but she's a grown woman and she knew what she was getting into. And it's better off in the long run sending her money than going there, being broke, saying, yeah, I just got fired and lost my family, but hopefully you've got 2 bathrooms in your house. I don't know. All right, well, that's it for now. If you do want to watch the movie, it is on Tubi and Pluto for free. It's not a bad movie. I'd give it 6 out of 5, but there's more of a lesson there. And the lesson is get our priorities in order. And, if we make one mistake, don't compound it by making another mistake. If you make a mistake, take a step backwards and wonder which road makes the most sense. And don't die on the wrong hill. Hey, thanks. This is Reverend Bill. If you did like this, please like, share, and subscribe. And in either case you didn't, please come back again and try again. Thank you. Have a great night.